What is going on, you beautiful bunch of savages? Primetime 160 is finally here. SB Naz up against Easywork GG, the rematch for the Xbox Championship. We have an incredible night of fights, as always, scheduled here at Primetime. 9 fights, although it will show 10 on your screen. 9 fights of non-stop virtual violence at our fingertips, topped off with the main event for the Xbox title fight. Of course, we have regular stars throughout the entirety of that card. EK Warrior, Art of War in the co-main event, and JUFC John Africa just before that. But obviously, there's too many fights to mention at this point in the card. These guys have been ready and raring to go from the very get-go, and we have Ripe MMA up against Marcus, 2 guys that have been around the scene for a very long time, about to get going. These guys are just in the process of getting lobbied up. So with that, joining me in the commentary booth, we have the ones and onlys, J-Dime and Dr. Motherfucking Who. How you doing, lads?
I can never work out. I was going to say, who's going first? Is it me or is it you? We never quite ever work this out. Every time.
Jay's
the
always
order has never changed. Yeah, it's never changed. It's crazy.
Everybody says the same thing, but Jay is always like, I want to be he's never changed that.
Yeah, it's always been.
Yeah, but I should know this by now for how long I've been here. But hey, we live, we learn.
We'll find out if people learn, because it's been going for some time.
Definitely not.
Look, as we were doing those intros, these guys are about ready. Bantamweight is the weight class. Looks like we're getting Sugar Sean O'Malley up against Cody Garbrandt out here. Now, Jay, we've seen this fight a few times over the last couple of events, especially Sugar Sean O'Malley, Cody Garbrandt, excellent picks. It's about how you utilize that pick. I don't want to see Sugar Sean inside boxing. I don't want to see Cody Garbrandt try to outside fight. They've got to utilize their skills.
Oh, man. Here. Yeah, you just reminded me of last week. We watched Sean O'Malley stand chest to chest. Like, hopefully we watch him utilize his long-range weapons, his jab, his teeps, his side kicks. Hopefully he does that, and hopefully we see Cody Garbrandt not fight like Sean O'Malley. Hopefully they use their fighters to their full capabilities, Doc.
Maybe a cartwheel kick. I do know Cody has one. It would be nice to see one of them, but we'll see how this fight progresses. As you mentioned, though, O'Malley, the long fighter, I mean, he's got a beautiful spinning body kick that he can use to really push back his opponent and do a lot of damage to the body as well. So hopefully get to see that a bit. But for Cody right now, it's just stick to the pocket and wing shots until O'Malley's unconscious, arguably here, Cyrus.
I mean, he's got a lot of power, a lot of speed. I don't know about wing them, but he definitely wants to be fighting on the inside, for sure. Like stuff like that right there, using the roundhouse to the body, keeps a lot of straight shots down the barrel will do Ripe a lot of favors. And obviously, we've seen Ripe fight a lot, Jay. He's not the type of guy that's going to try to inside fight with Sugar Sean O'Malley. He's going to utilize his skill set to the fullest effect.
Oh, yeah, and we forgot to mention, Ripe is not going against an easy task. He's going against the immortal Marcus, Doc.
Yeah, Marcus just coming off of the unedged. Went 2-0 there, typically about what you need to get off of that. Coming into the pro rankings now, and with a win over Ripe, who's 1-0, it could definitely look to make him break into that top 20 here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, Ripe MMA, although he's been a veteran of the scene, absolutely one of my most improved fighters of last year. He went 2-0 on the amateurs himself, 1-0 on the pro. Looking to make it 2-0 if he's able to keep putting this work together. Although this connection is giving me pause for concern, I don't know what's happening. Hopefully it settles down, because this is one of those fights that, although it's kicking off the night, was definitely a highly anticipated bout.
Oh, I feel bad when it lags like this, because Sean just stunned him, and this is going to ruin your timing here, because you got momentum now. It's about to be hard to find your timing, Doc.
Yeah, this is always the rough part about having international connection. I know you, Ripe did make mention about the weather in his area being not the greatest, and so it's caused some internet issues in the past. Marcus, though, trying to keep this pressure going, even as the game itself is looking like it wants to stop working fully, and 2 minutes on the clock is a long time to get back into the motions and get back on to be able to push the pace to one of these guys.
An uncharacteristic taunt from Ripe MMA, as there's a bit of a reset from Marcus. Marcus has woken up. trying to throw those hands.
Oh my God. You know what's crazy? Marcus was 2 shots away from dropping him too. That's what makes it crazy. But we can.
Oh, it doesn't.
He may actually drop him now.
He does.
Hey, look how the tide turns. A second ago, we was talking about how good Sean was doing. Now this is scary because Cody Garbrandt got God-given power. You can't teach that, Cyrus.
Abso-freaking-lutely. The Ripe MMA needs to get on that bike, start to move a little bit. Can't be taking pictures, cannot be stuck in the mud. And ultimately, with the amount of volume that Garbrandt is throwing on the inside, you can't be relying on that head movement either, because he will be throwing every which way and angle. Great start to this fight. Only a minute left in this first round. See if one guy is able to put a bit of an exclamation point on that.
There's kind of a lack of footwork. There's head movement doing by both of them, but O'Malley's lack of footwork of trying to make Cody a whiff to then counter is a cause of concern here, because Cody's the one who benefits it from the more. He has the more power. He can do. He needs fewer shots to do this damage, Jay. And as we go into round 2, that's just going to become a bigger and bigger issue here.
Yeah, I think it's a ego thing. You're like, he was doing great, but once you get punched and you get hurt, you want to get it back in blood, and that's what we're seeing here, Cyrus.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking the exact same thing, Jim. Yeah. Like, he was trying to move, he was trying to, like, stick and move a little bit, and then all of a sudden he got stunned, and he was like, fuck this, I'm planting these feet, we're fighting in a phone box. That's what he did. That's what he did. But, like, an interesting start. I'm all for it. Lots and lots of action on both sides. He's had 15 seconds to reset in between rounds now, and he's straight back to the teep, and that's what you want to see. A little bit more utilization of the tools at your disposal with Sugar Sean O'Malley. And Marcus, of course, got to go back to what was working, and that is punches in bunches and forward pressure.
Yeah, that's crazy. The thing is, though, about punches and bunches, you're right. But the reason Cody started having more success is because Sean wasn't moving his feet no more. He wanted to be there with him, so he was making his job easier for him, Doc.
Yeah, and I mean, if Cody wants that, he needs to put this pressure on, stick that jab out a bit more, get Sean O'Malley behind that black line, and then cutting off the cage. As soon as O'Malley's back into that cage,
nice knee.
It's going to be better, but with flying knees like that coming out of nowhere, it's going to become more and more difficult as time goes on, and the Stam going down there with the body shots.
Nice work. Peppering him up before he throws the big haymakers to follow. Marcus trying to really zone in right now. I mean, I've got to say this, Sugar Sean O'Malley, that's oh my goodness. Those flying knees, I know it did a little bit of work, but he needs to, once again, get on that bike, really use more footwork. Yeah. Funnily enough, in the next fight, we have Ali up against Bone doing work. He needs to do what Bone doing work does so well. He needs to get on that bike, he needs to counter fight, he needs to be fighting, he needs to make Marcus chase him, make him overextend, and then punish it.
Yeah. The thing is, though, with flying knees, a flying knee is something like, if it works, don't do it again. Like, it's like a once around thing. Like, just because it worked one time, don't do it again during a round.
I'm slightly concerned by...
Oh, my God.
Okay. Jesus.
Oh.
How is he not on the floor yet? Okay.
Man, I don't know. Oh, my God. Hey,
there you go. It's that right hand again.
Move your feet.
Right hand of Cody.
Right. All round strikes too.
Yeah, that hook, which he keeps leaning into.
Yeah, the power hand. He keeps leaning into the power hand, bro.
Yeah, he's been doing it since the first round. That's why the damage is even more. Cody already hit like a truck, and then you leaning into the power? Oh my goodness.
Bro, move those feet.
Move.
Why are you standing?
Oh, and he gets the blind knee. I mean, the biggest moments of success have come from those knees, but they're not going to be consistent enough for you.
He just needs it.
See, you're what? Like, you don't have to do that.
It feels like as soon as he gets Cody hurt, he forgets the buttons to combo, because it's just one or two shots that aren't big combos, that aren't catching them on the head movement, that aren't that overly fluid, and it's insane. Although leaning into that power shot still is...
I want to say part of this might be the connection that these guys have if they are fighting. Oh my God!
Yeah. Was that knockout the connection?
Wow. We disconnected him, I tell you that. Jesus.
Yeah, that
was a war. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
that was a war.
In slow
But like
motion,
Cody
flicking
just
the
folded
jab.
him like the chair.
Oh,
That's
right
ugly.
under that jab.
Yeah, that's
Lovely
ugly.
positioning.
Man, it's shout out to him. Cause goodness gracious, I know Ripe is gonna watch this fight back and be like, why was I fighting this type of fight? Even though the connection wasn't good, he made it easier for Cody. He made the shorter fighter's job easier for him, Cyrus.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what I was saying, man. Like, or what we were all saying actually through the entirety of the fight, needed to move, and maybe the frustration played a part in that. But ultimately, you got to rise above it. Like, you had certain tools, and you didn't fight to those tools. Even when you got him hurt, man, he'd throw like a 16 punch combination. You already had this guy hurt. Pick him apart with ones and twos. You don't need to throw 9 in a row and allow that power to really translate. Funnily enough, like I said, Bone doing work, who's in this next fight, he does that very well. He does.
Okay.
Some people say he's a runner. Some people say he's a track star.
I love Bone.
But Bone doing work, bro.
I love Bone.
He's an incredible counter fighter, and he's just also shout out. Yeah. He's doing the Lord's work as he gifted us up. We appreciate you, my man.
Shout out to Bone. I love Bone. I love Bone, man. The reason people hate him, love him.
Did you see in the chat earlier today the video he put out about like this fight tonight? You did
no, what did he? No, what did he say?
What did he say?
I love it, bro. I love it. I'm not going to repeat everything he said, but he said PT's biggest bone is here to do work. No pause. So he's going to absolutely
no pause.
No pause.
He didn't say pause. Okay.
He didn't. But he is here. He is here to do some work, and he's got a great opponent in Ali. Like, honestly, Ali's like an absolute veteran. He's been around the scene for a long time, man. He's fought the who's. So I don't know, man. Bone Doing Work's gonna have to be on his A game here this evening to get a bit of a what I would consider maybe an upset against a gnarly veteran.
It is upset. Yeah, it would be. The thing is, though, Bone is one of the most hated. People hate his style because he don't engage much. He stays on his bicycle, but that's the reason I like him. I don't know why I gravitate towards people that they hate, but yeah, like, and it's a frustrating style because if you don't fight discipline and you don't cut off the cage, it becomes frustrating. And now you're reaching. Now, like, his style is really annoying. His style's really annoying.
I mean, with the Barboza pick, that's probably one of the best picks to counter that type of style. Chop the legs, chop the body. Don't have to land a lot. You've got a lot of power in those legs and at range. And Ali being that type of kickboxing style as well is only going to help matters here.
Nice. But I think against someone like Bone, you got to have smart calculator pressure. You can't reach. There we go. He reached with that leg kick, but you gotta keep it short and effective against someone like this, Cyrus, like that.
Absolutely.
This is in no way going to be a type of fight you were seeing just before this, right, where both guys stand in the middle and looking for those power shots. This is going to be Bone continuing on these jabs, using that distance creator button. I think you can use it for the LB, and then Ali trying to come in with a couple of jabs and one big shot to follow once his confidence at a distance is secured.
And the thing is, like, when people hate on his the way that Bone Doing Work like fights, all you need to understand is he is mastering football. Like, he uses range management so well. The fact he slips out the range so effectively, it's a brilliant counter to the block breaking that Logic is, for example. Like he does great work with typically.
Yeah.
You're already. I mean, the same way you're looking at the footwork, you're seeing Ali managing to time the body kicks very nicely, digging down to that body, working the stam, even against someone like of the caliber of Holloway. Yeah, okay, he's taken a couple of shots, but again, overall, I would argue Ali so far is leading the charge whilst Bone is playing on that back foot. And I think as time goes on, depending on how the rest of this fight turns, you may see Bone doing some work against him if he's not able to catch a lead early.
Nice. There we go. This is where you want him, though. When you're on the cage, there's nowhere you can go. And he exited out the back door like he should, but that's where you want him at, on that cage.
I'm liking the composure from Bone, but I'm really liking the variance from Ali. Ali is doing a great job of mixing up leg kicks, body kicks, and then going up top in a big way with the flying knees, uppercuts, and the like.
It's that jab that's making him anticipate. I mean, making him anticipate the kind of the block breaking or just any type of shot trying to get past the block, and instead he's following up with a kick because Bones working that head movement does the more damage, then walks into the kick.
Yeah, you saw that body block as well, though. Like the defense on blocking the body has been on point. I love the body work, but Bones doing so well at blocking that shit, man. Like he's got it on point right now. Even though a lot of this, kind of still getting through and targeting the stamina. This might have been over if it was anybody else, to be honest with you. Like, he's blocking his body like his life depends on it, because it does.
Yeah, but this gonna add up. This gonna open up the headshots, and his body is still getting toasted, even though he's doing a good job defending it. But now, like I said, it opens up them headshots for him now, Doc.
Yeah, and I mean, you can talk about the picks as well. I think in both cases, it's kind of kept him in the game. Ali, because of how tall Barbos are, his legs are so long, and the fact they're 5-star kicks helps massively in this case. And for Bone, it's more that cardio. Even the body as damaged as it is, Max Holloway's got high recovery, high cardio, very good health stats across the board. That means that he can take this punishment, and although a lot of his defense is towards the footwork, if that fails him, he can take a good couple of shots. But maybe not a spinning heel kick like that.
The thing is, when Bones is down like this, if he gets stunned enough, he's going to have to change the way he fight. Like, if he goes down, he can't keep fighting on his back foot, Doc.
I mean, it's also the case of Max Holloway is one of those dudes who you can walk forward, especially this lightweight version where he does have that 92 power on top of the 5-star punches. Like, you can walk forward and you can do some serious damage. But that's only if you have the capabilities, and I feel like with Bones' general playstyle, I don't think he ever fully developed that outside of that jab straight you're seeing there.
Oh wow, nice work.
Jesus.
This looks bad now. The body open up even more. Cyrus, now he's in real trouble.
Bone needs more hooks over the top of those kicks when he does counter. Oh, that's nasty.
Toasted. It's toasted.
Oh,
He's getting toasted now.
Oh my god. Jesus.
But now he got to...
I mean, yeah, if you're Bone, you need to do some body work. You need to make it close, I guess, in some cases, but you're also kind of thinking, why do I do body work and just go hell for 11 now, trying to get a big counter on the kicks?
This is nasty work from Ali, man.
This is surgical in every precision. Lovely catch there, though.
Spin to the body again, and he keeps doing it with the knees. The clinch grip on point. Oh
my god, this is murder at this point. That body is shattered.
Got to catch a body right now.
Yeah. I feel like he's wanting our Barboza style knockout, that spinning heel kick to the head or something. He's trying not to get caught.
He made mincemeat of that body, bro. Wow.
Masterclass in performance.
Is he toast yet?
He's more than toast.
Oh, he's more than... okay.
Who's in the chat instantly saying he's on steroids? I don't think
that. Hey, listen, no, forget that. I'm with him. Listen, get him tested. Cause listen, there is no USADA. There's no drug testing. I say implement Olympic style drug testing, Bones.
Do you know what? It may have to be done after a performance like that. Ali did look like he was easy.
Hey, listen, but if he's clean though, if he's clean,
Ali took a body there tonight. A masterclass in performance. Bone came out trying to get his footwork. on point, unable to, and Ali took it away with Barboza murdering his body.
Yeah,
that was great work, man. That was great work.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Ali's now 2-0 in the division. He was ranked number 18th, probably finds himself around that top 15 spot after that win here this evening. Finishes mean a lot here at Primetime MMA. Obviously, all point-based. The position of the card, the fashion of the victory, whether it be a knockout or decision, and how early that is, all play a big factor on how quickly you advance in the rankings. Getting a big victory like that, very, very nice for him. Okay, so I was about to set up the next one, which is scheduled to be K1 Bronx up against V-Pain. However, I've been notified that V-Pain's internet has died, and they are just currently in the process of restarting that shit. So we're going to jump ahead to what was scheduled at least to be the featured fight of the prelims. We will give those guys a moment to try and get it all sorted, and if they do, great, we'll jump back to it. If they don't, then we will move on to the main card. But the featured fight of the prelims there, J-Dime, is going to be between ranked number 15, K1, Dashiki, stepping back in the cage up against Kieran Crow. He's actually on the PlayStation side now. He was 1-0 on the he was 1-0 on the Xbox division. Now finds himself debuting on the PlayStation division.
Yeah, no, Kieran Crow got a PS like a week ago, and instantly on that stuff, not even giving it any time to get used to the weirdness of the controller as someone who's on Xbox mainly. But yeah, no, straight into it, doesn't want to waste time, and against a veteran like Tsuzuki of the PlayStation division, it's bound to be a tough matchup here, especially when you're Aldo versus McGregor.
Oh man, as great as Jose Aldo is, I don't like that matchup versus Conor. It's just you got the great leg kicks, you got great hands, but it's the length, it's the reach problem here with Conor with that power.
I must admit, it's also kind of weird seeing Suzuki go someone like McGregor.
He's showing his strike? Okay,
yeah.
Listen. Yeah, I thought, or maybe he was just spamming when he first got here. But now, his game is way more well-rounded, and he's trying to show y'all he can be a pure striker too, Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly right. Man, he's made massive advancements in that part of his game. Like, absolutely huge. And the thing is, he still can grapple. It doesn't really, the way that Dashiki approaches the game, it doesn't really matter who he's got as a pick. He can grapple with it. So, like, going Conor McGregor, advancing it so much in his striking is massive for him. And I feel like over the long term, it's going to pay dividends for him on where he finds himself among the top echelon of fighters.
It feels like Tsuzuki has gone for a more bone-doing style, play style. This one, he's kind of walking back, circling the outer octagon, using McGregor's footwork deep into the body, trying to get the stam game and doing the damage as and when he can. He doesn't seem to really want to engage Aldo in a complete brawl here, and so far it's working reasonably around. Crow does seem to be clipping him a few times more than he's getting clipped, but only halfway through the first round, and everything can change.
So he's sticking that left straight very, very nicely, but he has to be careful of the lead head kick from Aldo. He snuck it in a few times now, J-Dime, and one wrong move and he may be out with a quick victory.
That lead leg of Aldo is...
Yeah. Man. Nice. He's fighting good off the back foot, but as soon as he have more success, like the start of the next round, I want to see him start coming forward and start controlling the center, Cyrus.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what I'm really liking is the targeting of the body. Like, he's doing a good job of sticking him with the left when he's on retreat, and then when he sees an opening, he really, really does chamber up with some body shots, and Aldo doesn't exactly have the best of gas tanks. So I think that's a really smart move. Tainted Ember, Dashiki, showing a more educated approach to the striking domain here this evening. And he recognized the lead head kick. He backed out of range that time. It's looking much, much better for him, although still definitely has some areas for improvement. The striking on another level compared to where it once was, Doc, from Dashiki.
Yeah, definitely clear improvements across the board. That straight again, stopping him twice now. Again, McGregor's height allows him to able to be back at that distance or just stop Aldo before he's able to get in proper distance to start boxing. And so far, Suzuki playing on that back foot, although he's been caught a few times at haven't been the best across the board. He still stands it, and that stole the round.
He stole the round, and the thing is, he was on his back foot, and Jose Aldo was using more energy than he was, and now that he stunned him to the body, Jose Aldo is definitely using a lot more energy than him, Cyrus.
Yeah, for sure. The kicks especially, man, it takes a lot to continue up that, especially when somebody's targeting your body and punishing you for them.
This is a lovely performance so far, though. I think that ending has probably given Dazuki a lot of confidence, especially when you look at the stam difference now with Aldo. It's such an uphill battle, even this early on into the second round, I feel like. And for Crow, he's going to have to change up a lot of stuff. He's going to be a bit more aggressive. What he needs to do really is put McGregor behind that black line and really control the distance, because right now McGregor's able to come in and out as he please, and really he's causing Aldo to whiff a lot of shots here as well, Jay.
Yeah, he's controlling this. He's just picking his shots from the outside, landing his damage, landing them body shots, which is doing a lot, and then getting the fuck out of there every time. And for Karen Crow, they gotta be frustrated. But Karen Crow has landed some good shots, and if he can get a stun, he could change this, Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly right. Still all to play for at this point in the fight, but definitely becoming a little bit of an uphill battle as he approaches the midway point in his stamina. Yoshiki becoming more and more dialed in. It feels like getting more comfortable.
Oof. Nice. Ooh, the teep. There we go. Those are the shots that add up. Landing them teeps right there, they're going to add up. It's them body shots. There we go. He blocked the body that time. But like I said, you do enough body damage, the headshot's going to open up, Doc.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a couple of nice shots there coming out there. Both of these guys are methodical.
I honestly, Kieran Crow needs to drop the kicks for me. Right, the stamina's at that point. He needs to go full boxing. He just keeps going for it, and it's not getting the effect he's desiring. So
I think the kicks are the right idea, but he needs to corner Dazuki first properly. He needs to corner him. He needs to do the damage. He needs to get a stun, and then he can kick on trying to get a counter. Unless, I mean, Crow's also known to do a really weird counter with kicks where he blocks the kick and then he's able to get a running hook going. So maybe he's trying to get Suzuki to do it that way as well, because you can get quite a big counter through that way.
All I'm saying is he just threw 5 punches and had the biggest success of the round, and then he goes back to teeping and it has 0 effect. Stop doing it. Stop wasting your stamina. You have a chance to win this.
Also that rear hand, because Dazuki keeps doing the same thing. There you go.
Now there we go.
Oh!
And the body health. Oh my gosh.
That's all stamina, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. The attempt that got countered. Lovely blocking.
Oh my, it's over.
Man got murdered.
Hey, I respect it. Listen, he invested to the body. I gotta respect that. He invested to the body. He fought well from the outside. I have nothing bad to say about that.
Yeah. I think that was a honestly, especially considering where he once was with it, an absolutely masterful performance from Toshiki. In terms of his striking, you gotta remember, this guy could not strike a couple of months ago. He's been training with those guys, religiously over at K1, and they have some really, really good strikers. They've obviously been putting the work in because he has advanced very, very nicely over the time that he's been with them. Absolutely incredible work. We will see Toshiki back better than ever. He is top 15 right now, and after that win, probably going to stay in a similar position as he was fighting down the rankings for that one after a recent loss, but onto the right tracks. I feel like the improvements have been large and starting to look really, really good for him, Jay.
Yeah, he fought well. People could be like, man, he was running. They could do all that. We'll cut the cage off. He performed well. That body damage added up. That and a combination of Jose Aldo whiffing, it all added up. You invest to the body, the head will fall, and he did his job there. Brilliant performance.
Absolutely. Well, with that one being said, we, I suppose, have a now unofficial featured fight of the prelims, and that's going to be between K1 Bronx and V Pain. V-Pain going 1-0 on the amateur side of the division there, Doctor, and now gets his opportunity back on the pro circuit. He's going to be going up against K1 Bronx, as mentioned, who is 3-2, currently just outside the top 15 ranking on the PlayStation division. This is PlayStation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, this is PlayStation.
Okay.
Nah, Bronx are currently on -1, so this is kind of his make or break fight. If he can defend this position, he should be relatively fine, all things considered. But this is kind for my brain has just gone.
Shut off.
Yeah.
Ability to make you look silly against
Go ahead, Jay.
I got you, Doc. But yeah, this is tough. I like the Anderson Silva pick against Alex Pereira, only because you can't take Alex punches, but Anderson got a 98 chin and 100 cut susceptibility, so you can take at least a few more shots. Of course, you don't want to get hit, but he's more durable than a lot of others in this weight class, Cyrus.
Who's who? Because their GTs aren't showing.
This is an incredible point.
Yeah, and I was looking at the same thing, so we just want to say... No, it doesn't show game. So we just want to say Silva versus Alex Pereira. That's what we're saying right now.
Bronx is Anderson, Silva, V-Pain is Pereira. There we go.
So V-Pain is Pereira.
Yep.
He just got knocked down, so he has to be careful. I do love V-Pain. Love what he brings to the octagon, what he brings to the league. But this is a tough old start for him right now.
Oh man, this is tough. So like V-Pain striking has gotten better, but if I was him, I would use someone that has grappling, just because like I feel like you can improve on your fighting style, but you got to do what got you to the dance. So like if you're a grappler, you can't take that grappling threat away from yourself, Cyrus.
For sure. Man, he used to like just be the biggest submission threat about. I know that the whole system changed, but he still had some grappling chops. So I would, like you say, like to see him go back to that a little bit. Maybe he's fallen in love with the striking though, but it's being a grill mistress at the moment because he's getting punished on the feet.
That tends to happen though. Like even in real life, a lot of wrestlers, they fall in love with their hands. They fall in love with the power, and then a lot of them stop wrestling, Doc.
Yeah, I mean, like Roy Nelson, prime example, the guy was a jiu-jitsu fighter for the longest of time. Then they said, why aren't you grappling anymore? And he said, it's easier to just knock people the fuck out. And he was a fat bastard, so...
Oh my God!
Jesus.
The timing. Timing, bro.
Why he just do that to him? Why he do that to my boy V-Pain like that? Nah, I can't stand for that. V-Pain, I got you. I cannot stand for that. He just kicked his head. Look, and why you trying to stand?
Oh my God.
That's incredible, man. Like honestly,
oh brother, I can't lie to you. That's tough. I don't wish that on anybody.
That was brutal. That was brutal to say the least. I mean, that's knockout of the night right now. That's knockout of the night for my money. The timing on it, impeccable.
Yeah, Jesus.
I kind of feel bad for him. I can't lie. It's just so brutal.
I love V-Pain. Hey, I love V-Pain, but like that just hurt my heart to see. Like, why he kick him like that?
No, for sure. For sure. Wow. Well, an explosive end to a fight that had only just started, really. First round finish, big win for K1 Bronx, back into the win column, now 4-2 in the division. Going to hold on to his position with style points here this evening. That does set us up, though, J-Dime, for the first fight of the main card. We have 5 fights. 5 fights left. 5 on the main card. Was scheduled to be 6. We'll take a quick look at the graphic here. Was meant to be 6. One fight has fallen apart, and that is the BK Oat head kicks up against B3 Goat. Unfortunately, we will not be getting that this week. Hopefully, we'll reschedule for the next event. But we will be getting Thea Michi up against Scatter. And without further ado, we're going to get into it. An interesting one, to say the least, Jay. Welterweight is the weight class. Shavkat Rakhmanov up against George St. Pierre.
Really? GSP? I'm kind of shocked by GSP. I was expecting maybe a few more subs. I mean, you do have those types of fighters here. Sean Brady, for instance. Shavkat's a good one, even though again he's a bit more grapple heavy. He's a bit more kick heavy than I would maybe expect from someone.
I just remember this is the fight Doc been talking about. This is his favorite fight on the card. I remember now. Oh yeah, this is.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
Let Doc get the mic. Doc has the mic.
Okay, look, I'm hoping this fight is going. No. Okay, all my hopes are shattered. Mitchie came out here and started striking. I was hoping you put two grapplers together, you end up with quite a good striking fest. Instead, we've already got double leg bails. I'm hoping Scatter has learnt from his previous outing and why he wasn't booked for the last 2 weeks due to the way he played. But we'll see where this goes.
Ooh, okay, now,
Shavkat's looking good though so far. He's playing aggressive.
Someone's having a good time here. Doc is obviously enjoying himself here. Look, obviously. But yeah, listen, we're gonna get a good fight. Like,
I mean, it has been so far.
Yeah, of course there's gonna be some grappling because that's their base. But yeah, there's gonna be some striking too. You see Shavkat showing you the spinning attacks. He's showing you his bag right now, Doctor.
Yeah, Mitchie's come out here and put in hell for leather down range. It's quite nice.
And he's a great pick to do it with as well. The Rackman does have good power, has incredible grappling and anti-grappling, and some sneaky submissions to boot as well. Does find himself in side control right now, and this is actually a really hard position to get out of against a good grappler, especially somebody like Scatter, who really does excellent work down here. Look, going from bad to worse, Doc, as he tries to set up submission and getting denial after denial.
I mean, the good part is here, if Mitchie spends his entire time on bottom and doesn't, and it just kind of gets held here, and Scatter's unable to get subs or do any real damage, he's won the round. The issue is, Scatter's got 2 minutes to work. And that is a long time on the ground as someone gets a mount, as someone gets thrown down, as you get stunned by an elbow, as you get another posture up, as you get the out to finish the fight armbar. It really is going from bad to worse. Not biting on the fakes either. Lovely doing it and get him the bigger Stam advantage. Does bite the fake there. See that Stam going fairly close together. This is probably going to result in a race as you see it. And the armbar taking some damage and getting mount again.
This is good. Listen, this is not boring grappling. Doc, he's going for finishes here. This is good grappling here. And Shavkat is in real trouble right here.
I'm not the one calling this boring right now. This side of grappling's quite fun to watch. It's aggression, it's looking for subs, it's hunting stuff.
Yeah. This the fight you was looking forward to, Doc, for sure.
Yeah, a couple more
denies.
Well, we may get sub of the night here if Shavkat is not careful. Scatter trying to draw that Stam, going for a bit more, gets that last 9. I think that is it.
No.
We got
one more. Man.
One more chance.
Can you call this round 10-8? Probably not, right? Probably not. He did get... No, it's not, but he dominated with those 2 sub attempts, though, Cyrus.
Yeah, he did.
Judge 2 may score as a 10-8. Because Judge 2 is the grappling judge. So that may be that way, but... I would say it's a 10-9 for St. Pierre, to be honest. No knockdowns at all. Loves that axe kick.
Decides to engage with it himself.
I like that.
That's a good idea.
The thing is, well, Jay, you know what you do sometimes, especially when you kind of get round in it. Don't let them take you down again. Change it up. Exactly. Make the grappler get grappled.
Exactly, because both of them are grapplers, and he can't do what he's doing if you get him down.
And both of them are offensive grapplers as well, not defensive, which is what you see with a lot of strikers. A lot of strikers.
And now look how much he took off. Look how much he took off on GSP.
I'm pretty sure Shavkat has a DAS as well. No, instead he goes back in.
He has a lot of tools, bro. And he has a Stam advantage.
Go straight into it. Goes for it. Okay. He has the Stam advantage. I mean, you could do the fake, and then you can go to.
Nice defense right there from Scatter.
Yeah, the mount calls the correct one there, but GSP gets reversal into side control, goes into that himself. This gets a bit dangerous. Gets that deny. Both of these guys really
game time.
We armbar at full time. Both of them are out now. It's a race.
It's over. It is over. GG's.
Race is out of it.
It's not. Oh, it's not. Now he's on. Oh. I was for certain this GG. This is dangerous because both of them are one sub away. Like, this is scary now. You're grappling with your life now.
I mean, Shabcat's had 1 sub, GSP's had 2.
Yeah, but they're both 1 away. That's the crazy thing from...
Yes, I don't know. They both know that one's coming. You kind of need an armbar. You need something shocking. I mean...
You know what he need to do? He needs... Get some ground and pound. If you stun him on the ground, you can get that armbar.
Yeah, I mean, even then, you have to make sure that you have the stam, and that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, the DARS is a potential option. You could have gone for a Kimura there with the sub counter. Roly overs.
These guys may be grapplers, but they ain't trying to take it all 3 rounds. These guys hunting finishes any which way they can, Jay. That's beautiful work right now on both sides, but especially from Scatter to get that reversal in a dire spot.
Yeah, listen, I love this because they're not grappling for a position. They're grappling for a finish. They're grappling for a submission right here. I love this. This is high level.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, the biggest issue Mitchie has outside of currently GSP being on his back is the fact his stam is lower. Right, and that's a considerable, especially considering the sub game is all about that stam, and so Scatter keeping his stamina high consistently as everything suddenly gets from bad to worse into an RNC, gets that deny. Mitchie, though, having a bit of trouble. This is... he gets out of it.
Oh my.
So is this Mitchie's round? This is Mitchie's round now. Because he got the sub early on.
Man, listen, I don't care whose round it is because
it's
1-1. Going to decision. I don't care who's around it because we're not... we're not getting... Listen, it's not going to decision. So that don't even matter right now, Doc.
Yeah, no. Well, that's 1-1 apiece. Their first round started a bit off and a bit of tension. Mitchie, though, instantly engaged in the grappling in round 2 and getting the round because of it. That sub in 1 shot. Going again. Same takedown, same position. Rolling over this time round. Again, Mitchie's biggest issue here is going to be the scatter, but it is the stam.
Yep, it's the stam. It's the stam. I said it.
Shout out to Now You Tap coming through the raid. My man, we appreciate you. Go give this guy a check out. I'm going to link him. There he is. We appreciate you, brother. Perfect timing. 2 high-level grapplers going right at it. 1 submission. Well, 1 submission away on both sides from a finish.
This is such an uphill battle for Mitchie.
Yeah, it's tough. It's crazy because he's 1 sub away as well, but that stamina is the problem here. Man, is it over?
Maybe. That fake.
We're getting there. We're getting close now.
I think this is. If he doesn't win this, he's done.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Beautiful work, man.
That's high level match right there. High level grappling match there. Like. That's how you grapple right there. That's grappling for a finish right there.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, look, everybody loves a striking fest, but I love to see some high-level grappling as well. Both guys were able to hang in there. It wasn't just completely, one-way traffic. Either guy was one submission away from getting the finish, and ultimately, Scatter was able to get it done. Great work from him to stay composed in some very dire situations to get the fight going in his favor. I very interested to see where he goes from there, but still statistically pretty close in terms of significance. But I will say that the total volume of strikes all on the side of Scatter, control time from Scatter as well. That was some really good work. He put in an A1 performance here this evening, and it sets up that main card very nicely. As I said, we will not be having BK Oat Head Kicks next up against B3 Goat. We will be having Skunky Nut 300 up against Striking with a QJ Dime. And these 2 guys have been around the scene a little while now, doing great work, obviously, which is why they find themselves in such a high spot. I expect big things from this fight. It's one of those kind of keep your eyes peeled for fights from the beginning of the card.
Man, and these are 2 people with 2 of the best gamer tags in PT. 2 of the best usernames right there. Striking with a Q. Skunky Nut 300. Like, this is going to be a great fight. Not even just the names. Fuck the names. Fighting style wise, this is going to be a great fight. A great striking match for us to see, Doc.
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys notorious in all things in terms of brawl. I mean, Skunky, you run into him on ranked, and you do just end up with so many shots away. You don't know what's up and what's down. Nine times out of 10, you're just desperately trying to block. And Strikering is honestly the same. It's all about just body work into head work into just trying to cause chaos for your opponent.
We're starting out quickly, very little feeling out process here. These guys know their range. They don't need to find it. The feint of the takedown, the bodywork seems to be an option for Skunky Nut here this evening. He definitely seems to be looking for it. Has to be careful of the knees, the uppercuts, and everything else coming his way, as Anderson Silva in the hands of Striking is very crafty and very dangerous.
Oh. I like the range from Anderson Silva because Robert Whitaker Teeps has not hit him yet, Cyrus.
No, exactly.
Oh.
I mean, and when he's gone for the body kicks, he's on the inside enough where a hook over the top just works beautifully to do that damage as you just saw.
Range management definitely on point. Just out of the way those leg kicks. Does eat straight on the inside, but counters with a body shot of his own. Nice little combination on the inside from Anderson Silva in the hands of Striking with a cue. Bro, these combinations coming out thick and fast right now from Skunky Nut Jay. He's doing a really good job, but has to be careful not to overcommit.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is a really close fight, but it just looks like Robert Whitaker is like one step behind.
I think it's the height that's been a lot of the issue. It's just
Nice.
he's slightly shorter, so when Striking can just keep him at the end of his punches so slightly more.
Bro, I like that normally, but right now it's getting him countered.
You can't do it more, bro. It's like throwing a knee. You cannot fake takedown a lot of times in a round. It catches you the first time, but it's not gonna keep catching you if you keep doing it.
Yeah, and especially, Jay, if you don't commit to a takedown at least
Yeah,
once.
at a certain point, you gotta actually shoot for the takedown. Nice Teeps.
Oh, wow. That was close right there.
That minor head movement by Skunky just avoiding a lot of these shots right now. Striking probably want to think about a few more round shots, maybe even a bit body work himself. He's got the long legs. He could easily kick to that open side, do some damage. He just needs to get the distance right.
Oh. Trying to go big or go home right now.
Nice. Nice. Oh.
I'm just surprised he didn't get more from that, to be real with you. Timing on that launch was nice.
Man, great. This is a great technical chess match of a striking battle right here. This is beautiful striking right here. I want to see what adjustment they make going into the second round. I want to see this.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
You're doing great, man. More of that. You're doing great.
Nice straight.
Just got word from the Discord as well. Scatter, after that last performance, typed in, "I want my get back with Striking next week." He's already calling this guy out as he's stepping into the cage, bro.
Right. Nice change up right there. Nice, listen, nice takedown. That's a good change up because he wasn't expecting it because they've been striking the whole match here. Now we're on the ground here. Nice.
Levanta a mão, não deixa não.
Come on, better defense, better defense.
You gotta fight back.
Nice, I like the clinch work.
Sometimes you have to change it up because it's a striking battle, but sometimes it's showing him a different look, Doc, and he's stunned.
He definitely is.
Não deixa não, vai fundo.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
His stun's currently in the favour of Strike, and you can see him slowly taking the fight more and more over. Whitaker is trying to get it back, but seems like his damage is just a little too soft right now.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful, man.
hell.
Beautiful. GG's in the chat. I know he's mad at himself for throwing that.
Yeah, should never have
He
thrown that
needed
head
that
kick,
mistake.
bro.
He said, I'm going to push, then throw the head kick. No.
It was like
No.
he couldn't find any way to.
No. That's when you know it. That's when you know it's over there. Here's the thing. Pushing to the head kick. I know what he was thinking, but if I'm him, I would have threw it straight and threw that ducking roundhouse. Because even if they duck that ducking roundhouse gets you far enough where they can't counter you, and it takes you out of position. Once he threw that roundhouse, it was toast, Cyrus. It was over.
Yeah, absolutely it was. You knew it as soon as I seen that leg go up, bro. Like you knew that dunk was coming.
You see, he typed in the chat. No. It's over. Dang.
Rough matchup. I mean, Strike King, it was a close matchup until it wasn't those two stuns, and then Skunky trying to go straight for hell, push a head kick, a misjudgment. That is all you need. One moment, one slight fuck up, and you can get yourself KO'd like that.
Absolutely. Beautiful work. Striking. Absolutely phenomenal work here this evening. Both guys were looking slick out there for the most part. Not so much from Skunky Nut at the end, but definitely from Striking throughout. And this guy continues to punch himself bigger and better opportunities. I know the scatter was calling him out. I don't know if that's the time for the opportunity of the rematch. Right now, Striking's just up and onwards towards bigger and better things. It would seem. I mean, he's putting together a nice little winning streak. We'll see what's next for him, but fantastic work put on by that man right there. With that being said, we get to our last fight before our co-main and main event here this evening, and it's a fight that I have been eagerly anticipating since its announcement.
Oh,
and it is
yeah.
UFC
Yeah.
time up against
Here
the
we
one and
go.
only John Africa. We're about to see.
I nearly didn't even have this fight.
Man, here we go. Listen to me about this fight. I'm really looking forward to this because, like I said, a lot of times Jay runs through his opponents. He take the block off that motherfucking bone. Like, we know what Jay want to do. Jay want to put that pressure and take that block off and just bully you. What did John Africa say? He's unblock breakable. You can't break his block. And against Kahan last week, he showed that you can't break his block. But this is a different level of block breaking coming his way.
Yeah, bro. This is the test of it. This is the test.
Let's see. I mean, it's like matchup. I mean, Jay may just not even bother going with.
Hey, he
the
may
block
just
break.
wrestle.
He
may just wrestle. But this is a good fight on paper, and we know John is really tough matchup for anybody, fellow commentator, and then we got Jay, my son. He can't come home if he don't win, so he got a lot on his plate right now.
Let's see how this times out. John Africa starting off heavy with that jab, committing to a lot. Pubal body works there going as well. Not really getting anything started just yet. Both of them wanting to hold the center of that octagon here as well, Jay.
Yeah, I like this. And the thing is, John Africa's trying to fight. He's trying to fight him off. He's not trying to let Islam. That's beautiful. Like I said, he's gaining respect for. Oh my goodness, he gained respect from Islam already.
And the thing about it is, I honestly feel like Jay went this Islam pick because he wanted the grappling in his back pocket. People forget this boy can grapple because of the way that he typically approaches the fights. I think he knew what he was up against here this evening. I think he knows that John's a real contender on the feet for sure, and he may have to challenge him on the mat. Although he ain't no slouch there either.
Yeah, well, so far he's up. He's got the stun, so he's leading the charge right now. It's just he's got to make sure to continue that. Does take the uppercut there, leans into that rear hook as well. But Jay's keeping the pressure on. He's not been deterred by that stun. He wants to get it back in the books. I'm kind of expecting a takedown, to be fair, at some point, just to mix everything up, just to throw the striking off. Sometimes that's all you need. You need just a takedown attempt, a bit of grappling, get back on the feet, and then the striking game has completely changed.
Good distance. I like the distance that John's fighting at. Because John, oh my goodness, John is landing his, but he's at a safe distance where he's not there for the counter, Cyrus.
Bro, he's sliding out of distance.
Yeah.
He has to be careful when he's on the inside. He's like slipping into some shots, and when Jay rocks you, he just smells blood, bro. He ain't gonna let up. So, oh my, and there it goes.
Oh, man, here, and he landed. John can't panic here. Oh.
Oh,
The
my.
jabs are nice. They're definitely landing. He just needs to find something else to go behind it. The straight, the hooks. That's going to be the main thing that John's going to need here, because the rest of the damage just isn't always adding up when it needs to.
He got it. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, and this.
Oh.
Oh.
little bit
Because
of
thing is,
uncommitted.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and this is where, and here we go. And
Is that it?
Bro, that's crazy.
it's
Jesus.
over. It's over. It's over. Hey, it's crazy because even though John was doing great, Jay was landing damage. He was putting damage on him, and it's over.
Minor tweaks to that game plan right there. Minor tweaks to it, honestly. I think John got a little bit overcommitted after the early rock. As weird as this is, I feel like the early rock actually played against John. Like, to be real with you. He felt like an arm ahead. I'm going to keep trying to put damage on him when he gets opportunity. He was a little bit more willing to take some certain exchanges. And I feel like it worked against him. But Jay, the tricky little motherfucker, gets in there and gets it done again, bro. It is. The odds were stacked against him, but that boy found a way, somehow, some way. He gets a victory once again. And that was over a really, really reputable opponent in John Africa, who was 5-1 coming into this one. JUFC punching his ticket to bigger and bigger opportunities in the future. He's 8-2 in the division right now. That's great work. That's great work.
Yeah, he's tough for anybody. Like, whether people like or hate Jay, he's a tough matchup for anybody in this division.
I completely agree. But I will say that you know what time it is there, Doctor. It is time for the co-main event of this evening, I do believe, and that's going to be between EK Warrior, currently rocking a 6-1 record, ranked number 2 in the division, former champion at that, and he's going to be going up against Art of War, a man that has been absolutely dominating the top end of the division for some time, currently 5-2.
5-2.
Yeah, 5-2, bro. 5-2. He's been doing some really good work. And the thing about Art is that he punched his ticket into the upper part of that rankings early on in the season. So that 5-2 is against just killers. He ain't fought nothing but killers this season, and he's holding his own and some. Honestly, he's one of my most improved fighters of this division.
Here we go.
Yes, sir. Welterweight is the weight class. Kamaru Usman, Leon, Rocky Edwards.
I'm interested. Like, and I think this is a great pick for Art because Art has a really good jab and he puts real good pressure on with them straight shots. So it's going to be tough for EK Warrior, but I've seen performances from EK Warrior where his striking just looks impeccable. So this should be a great test right here.
I understand why Art has picked Usman. As you mentioned, the great jab straights, the grinder perk, all fantastic. However, he's a wrestler, and those two words I do not mix with Art. Wrestler is not in Art's nature. He's a striker foremost. So it'll be interesting to see if he does use Usman's wrestling, or it's purely just the insane hand power that is Usman.
I don't even think he has to get all the takedowns. I think he just have to have that threat because EK Warrior's a good striker. But then again, like you said, listen, it's not like Art can't wrestle. It's just that's like in his back pocket. It's not something that he utilizes a lot, Cyrus.
No, exactly right. He can if he wants to, though. He can if he wants to, and that's something to play no to. I mean, like honestly, I don't feel like you go toe to toe right now up against DK Warrior. Like,
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong there. Just shooting a takedown may just be a better idea right now, especially with someone who's so used to striking with big names. As you mentioned earlier, Warrior has a notorious record of every killer possible in the Xbox division, and Art's just another one of them. So he's used to fighting this style here, Cyrus.
exactly right. Honestly, so early to say right now, but both guys definitely just trying to find their way into this fight properly. There's a lot of reads trying to be made. They're just trying to give each other different looks. I feel like a very, very heavy jab approach from Art of War. He's always had a very educated jab. Has to be careful though. EK Warrior will slip and punish that if he gets a little too predictable with it at the incorrect ranges. Just like that.
Man, he's struggling. The thing is, Art is, I was about to say, Art is struggling to close that distance here. Them straight shots, them jabs is keeping him at bay. Like, and he's going to start getting desperate after a while because them straight shots is keeping him away, Doc.
He just can't find his flow. I mean, Warrior is just here. He's planting, he's taking the shots, he's throwing as and when he needs it. He's the one leading the fight whilst being on the back foot. Usman is charging forward, hoping that jab can find a home somewhere, but every time he throws it, it seems to put his game off more. And, okay, cool, he's broken a block of Warrior, but there's nothing behind it to do any damage.
Oh my goodness.
That is something.
Nice.
No. Man, he's having trouble. I'm telling you, just getting to Leon, Cyrus.
Nah, he is. And I feel like his jab, the fact he just keeps popping it in people's face, normally works really well for Art. But Warrior is like, he's too seasoned in this domain, man. Like, he knows that that's part of what Art Ward does, is he like pops the jab in to cover the distance, and he's countering it with the straights, with a couple of slips. Art needs some different entries, man. He needs a takedown. He needs to maybe slip his way into it, maybe pop a slip, throw a hook on the way in, just variate it a little bit so that Rocky Edwards can't just plant and fire that straight down the barrel and hit you in that nose on rinse and repeat. That nose of Kamaru Usman is having some problems right now. He is,
man.
That shit's busted.
Man, at this point, he's going to have to use that wrestling. Not even, like, just to have a threat, because he's having trouble getting to him on the feet right now. Like, he's getting pieced up every time he tries to get into range. So he got to not even just take him down, maybe clinch. Like, just a different look right now.
Yeah, he's going to need something going on. And, I mean, Usman does have some decent kicks if he wants that as well. But I think, honestly, as you mentioned, the wrestling is just a different game. It's a different idea. You need something for the amount of damage that Warrior is putting out right now. He's staying there. He's steadfast. He's the one leading this fight, and Art of War is trying to catch up here, Cyrus.
Yeah, he is. And I'll never count this guy out. Like, he has a warrior mentality, but he is up against the wall right now. His back is against the wall, and he needs to find a way to change the tides of the fight, and soon. And honestly, I feel like that takedown is the way. On the feet, it's just not going your way. That jab is not working for you.
Man, every time he gets close, he's getting pieced up.
Blast double, bro. Blast it. Like, what are we waiting for?
He's behind them lines. Like, you got to give him a different... You got to use it. You have to.
Where is that straight? Because he's landing the jab, and he's throwing the lead upper, but he's not throwing the straight. And that is probably going to help him a lot. I mean, there you go.
That's what he needed. That's what he needed right there. Like, honestly, EK Warrior was just looking too in control on the feet, man. And now, even if he doesn't manage to do too much here, it just gives him something else to think about, and that may set up some of the striking of Warrior as well. But he does mount him, and obviously has an opportunity for some big damage, but isn't able to hold position. What a quick get-up, Doc, from EK Warrior, former champion.
Yeah, that power get-up really coming into fruition. Straight there comes down, but again, he's throwing a lot of that jab, I've realised, but not a lot of that straight. And if he Usman's got that 5-star straight as well. You want to just a double jab into a straight. Oh.
There we go. Oh, there we go.
They're beautiful.
Oh, hey,
What?
he may turn the tide of it. Oh, now it's starting to look a bit ugly now.
That's what he needed. Different looks, man. He slipped,
Exactly.
he ripped. Beautiful.
Double up on the jab, go fire that straight behind it. I mean, Warrior's only moving his head somewhat, but it seems like he's kind of conditioned him to keep his head fairly still.
Well, I want to say that we've been speaking a lot about what Art of War needs to do, but that's because of how well EK Warrior has been, kind of performing in this fight. He's been in complete control, it's felt like, up until this moment, with a big moment of adversity now. And still it stacks up. Can he compose himself?
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yeah, all that work.
Oh my god, 30 seconds left on the clock.
This is over.
Raining down.
This is over. All that work
Wow.
he did. All that work he did. It takes one. Art needed that moment. When he got that moment, he took advantage of it. He never looked back.
Damn, man.
Perfect game plan ruined by perseverance there. That's what it was.
You
And
can't teach dog. You cannot teach that.
one takedown attempt, and that was changed the game.
That's why I said you never give up on Art of War, bro. That guy has got the dog in him. He is the dog, he just goes at it. Fuck, man. Art of War performing out of his socks, finding a way somehow, some way to get a victory. When the odds were stacked against him, his back was up against the wall. He does the best work, and he does it again. Never discount this man. Never count him out. He will always upset the apple cart. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is about that time now. We have approached the main event of PrimeTime 160, and it is the rematch between SP Naz, current reigning Xbox champion, former double champion, and all-around multiple champion, both of PlayStation and of the Xbox divisions, up against what looked like the world record of the season, Jay. Easywork GG was just going to work. He was going to town on the entire division. At one point, he was like, "Is there anybody left? Are you guys not entertained enough?" And then he came up against Espinaz and lost his footing a little bit. He called for this. He wanted this. And as opportunities arose and we needed a title fight for this week, these guys answered the call, and he gets that opportunity to right what he believes was a wrong.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Listen, this is Easywork's moment to shine because, bro, we don't see rematches this fast. Like, he was just asleep a few minutes ago. Like, now he's getting a rematch. But I want to see what adjustments he makes, because last fight against Nazi started good, but then it went downhill from there. And that loss may still be fresh because it kind of just happened. That, like, a week ago, it just happened. So I want to see what adjustments, not just him and Nas. I want to see what's the game plan in this fight.
Well, one big difference is the fact we're no longer in middleweight. We are in the featherweight division, not Alex Pereira versus, I want to say, Anderson Silva?
You ready to fight?
Or was it Izzy? I feel like it may have been Izzy. It was Izzy, yeah. And instead we got Conor McGregor versus Volkanovski. Naz with his non-glove touch front kick to start the fight off.
Oh, this is scary because Volk is a 5-star and he has all the tools, but it's that Conor range. When you're Volk, you have to get yours, and you got to mix in leg kicks, takedowns. Like, that's a tough puzzle. Conor McGregor, when you're Volk, when you're that much smaller than him, Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly right. The lead leg kick can cover that distance very, very well for you, and I believe it's 5-star from him as well. So he does have options for it, and he has a sneaky amount of reach, Volkanovski, for being shorter in this division.
He does. He has a 70-inch reach. Is that what it is?
Sounds about right. I feel like it's weirdly about the same length as McGregor.
No. It's not in real life. I don't know about here. But in real life, Conor has a 74-inch reach. Like, Connor got noodle arms on here. But Volk does have, because I remember, I think it's 70. Yeah, I'm certain he has 70-inch reach. He has long arms for his height, but Connor had genuinely long arms.
A lot of shots thrown, not a lot of damage on board so far. Naz are using that minor head movement quite a lot, avoiding a few of the straight strikes from Easywork. Easy, the one controlling the octagon so far, but 2 minutes on the clock, that can all change. And you, of course, this is a title fight, so 5 rounds, which can only make it more and more fun for that cardio trying to last.
Nice combination on the inside from the reigning champion, SB Naz, trying to get punches and bunches going anytime he sees opportunity. Volkanovski, Easywork GG, doing a decent job of covering the range, but is very, very likely taking a little bit too many shots for his liking at this point in the fight, Jay.
Yeah, and the thing I would be careful about is, if I'm Volk, there's no way I can allow me and Connor stamina to be even, or Connor have more stamina than me right now, Doc.
Oh. Yeah, this is, you've got to be so careful with Stam if you're Volkanovski here. You've got to be the leader in it, because if you're not, you're going to run into so many issues. And
Nice straight. Nice.
surprised we haven't seen a takedown yet.
I don't think that was in the game plan. So I'm going to be real here. I don't think he game planned to take down Cyrus.
But then again, when you get punched in the face, game plans go out the window. Easywork GG has always traditionally done his best work on the feet, and I feel like you start to go into an autopilot mode, and that's maybe where he is right now. It's hard to go against your instincts when you're fighting at a high pace, at a high level.
119.
Yeah, especially if he throws as many shots as he do, he has to be effective with it. That aggression have to be effective. He can't whiff shots like that because Nas is trying to be patient with Connor, and like I said, you don't want Connor to have the stamina advantage. That's where it gets ugly. So he got to make sure he don't waste any shots and whiff, Doc.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you saw the patience on the scorecards there. Just seeing 66 shots shown by Naz, 119 shown by Easywork, with a relatively same amount of shots landed. Easywork is having to really dig deep to land, and ow.
Naz was feeling himself a little too much after that rock. That head kick was able to sneak through and land. Easywork now has to find an opportunity to get a big counter, but continually finds himself in a position where he has to advance to try and cover the distance, and as a result is getting caught in the pocket on some of these exchanges.
Oh, this is looking bad. He's getting pieced up. Like, he's getting pieced bad. And then here's the thing. If you're Vulcan, you're getting pieced up bad by Connor, eventually now you got to put yourself in harm's way. Oh my gosh. That body work going to add up. Oh my. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Kind of wild. Oh, there it is!
Oh, okay.
He needed that really badly.
That's a
Now,
Hail
what do we do?
Mary.
That was a Hail Mary. He closed his eyes and he prayed. And that's what happened. The prayers got answered. But what will he do with this? Will he take advantage of him having momentum now, Cyrus?
Exactly right. He definitely got himself back into this fight in a big way. But he ain't, he hasn't run away with it yet. Has to be very wary of the damage coming back his way, and he is. Definitely a lot of respect from both competitors right now. They understand the danger standing across from them.
Oh!
I think Easywork is not winning the head health, but he's managed to recover quite well.
I think he might be winning it now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, now. But Connor is still dangerous.
Yes, he is.
He is, but I think Volkanovski's health stats are really saving the day right now for Easywork.
Guy's doing a
Man,
bazooka in
he
that
need-
left hand. And there it is.
Oh, the body. There's the body. That's where it gets ugly. That's where
is
it
that
gets
it?
ugly.
Okay.
And that's it.
And still, your Xbox champion, the one and only SB Naz, does it again. An incredible fight. That one was back and forth, high amplitude action on both sides of the.
I mean, hey, listen, I'm hurt. I'm hurt if I'm Easywork. You know why? Because Fad. He said Fad next over there. But like, because think about this. You thought you were coming back. You know what I'm saying? Your confidence got built up to get taken right back down. Like he thought, like, he could almost taste the victory. Yeah.
I mean, Easywork did some good adjustments to get himself back into this fight after what was a difficult first fight. But, fuck, man. That body rock setup, as I said, that left hand is a bazooka. He lands a left body shot, absolutely blasts it. Continues with the combination up top. And that's all she wrote. A couple of ground and pound strikes to follow. Naz is a dangerous man, especially when he's on. And right now, he is on. Will be interesting to see what is next. Whether that be, well, I mean, he's saying Fad hasn't competed in a little while. We'll see what happens. We will be taking a short break. It's going to be 1 or 2 weeks here at Primetime MMA, and then we will be back with more Primetime action. We'll make the announcement in the Discord. We have a couple of things to work out before getting these shows back on the road. But now, though, we want to say thank you to all of the guys here at Primetime 160. All the competitors showed up and showed the fuck out. An absolutely sensational card for Primetime 160, an historic one in the books. Thank you, of course, to all the guys in the back that make this thing possible. J Dime, Doctor, we have the guys that weren't on commentary tonight, like Roger Warhol, obviously Swaggy, Dr. Kush, Dr. Swag Kush. Either way, we are going to be putting some links in the chat in a moment. Make sure to follow Swaggy, make sure to follow the one and only fucking J Dime, and of course Roger Warhol. These guys support us massively. You guys need to support them too. Until the next one, enjoy the fights later on this evening. We will see you all soon. Join the raid at the end. Much love. Peace out.